Hey, good afternoon. I'm Brian Smith. I'm the Legislative Director with the Maryland Military Coalition, and it's a pleasure to be here today with Senator Will Smith, who is the Senate President of the Maryland Veterans Caucus in the Maryland Legislature. It's an honor to be here with you today, and I wanted to ask you a question, Senator. I know that you stated that you would like to make Maryland the most veteran-friendly state in the nation. Can you tell me how we're going to do it?
Well, sure. Just first say it's an honor to be here as well. So thank you for taking the time to chat with me about some of our priorities. And our goal really is to make Maryland the most veteran-friendly state in the nation. And it's a great organization and opportunity for us to do that during the legislative session. It's bipartisan or nonpartisan, I should say. And this session, we'll focus in on a couple of key items. One is, we've talked about this all through the interim, but suicide prevention. Last year, we passed a bill that starts actually tracking in a little bit more detail what happens in Maryland to our Maryland service members. And then last year, we had a bill that didn't get all the way through, just through timing reasons, but that would have made more resources available to veterans in the Department of Veterans Affairs here in Maryland to diagnose and treat not only the service member, but also the families. So we want to make sure that we have those services available and more accessible, frankly, than we've done before. Done a great job with that. Also, there's some, I think there's some employment and tax incentives that are always popular that will come up again. Those are perennial issues, but I think that in terms of folks that are coming here to retire, we don't want to lose those folks to Delaware. We don't want to lose them to Pennsylvania or Virginia. We want to make sure that when veterans retire, they're able to stay here and enjoy the same benefits that they've earned, frankly, and deserved. Also, we'll be focusing on some law enforcement officers that they've had either prior service, and if you're a Maryland law enforcement officer, this bill would essentially allow you to tack that time in service on, so you could retire a little bit earlier or accrue those benefits as well. Several states do that, and I think it's time for Maryland to do that as well. I know my friend and a veteran, Delegate Pat Young on the House side is working on that issue. So a whole wide range of issues, from tax credits to suicide prevention, suicide tracking, and everything in between that we're going to be looking at this session.
That's fantastic. As a new organization, the Maryland Military Coalition members are looking forward to working with you, and thank you for supporting us.
I appreciate it.
And thank you for your service in the U.S. Navy. We also appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much today.